One of the most poignant and emotional intakes that we've had this past year was an intake that we worked with ARC, the Animal Rescue Corps. Mavis came to us through Operation Desperate Plea in July of this past year. This was in western Tennessee, and we were pleased that we were able to participate in that mission. The Animal Rescue Director of Animal Welfare, Kim Rezak, says these animals were on death's door when we arrived, but they're safe now and we're going to do everything possible to help them recover. The adult dogs and a newborn puppy exhibited signs of a severe chronic neglect, including broken bones, emaciation, mange, dehydration, parasites, alopecia. The dogs found outside on the property were chained, including Labradors and hounds. None of these animals had food or water. The conditions were so bad, we knew we had to do something immediately. Mavis was emaciated. She had hematomas in both ears, horrible ear infections. Her skin was dry and flaky. She had parasites. There was a lot to rehabilitate for her physically. Thankfully, emotionally, she was a very happy, sweet dog, and she was adopted fairly quickly.
Hi, I'm Angie Cody, and I am the proud parent of Rosie. I had first heard of Rosie through Adopt a Golden of Knoxville. She's actually the third rescue that I've gotten from this organization. And I am one that is always partial to rescuing and helping the senior dogs. So Rosie being a female and being an older dog really appealed to me. So when I first met Rosie, I actually met her at the vet when she came into town into Knoxville. When I saw her, a golden mixed with a basset hound, I mean, she was just the cutest little thing. So of course I brought her home, and she has been with us ever since. I immediately adopted her, and she has just been a little peanut in our home.
A lot of the dogs that we're taking in now are seniors, and there's a need for people to adopt and accept and take in the older dogs, which is really, really important. It takes us a lot longer to rehome those dogs because people are reluctant to take in a senior animal when they have so much to give, and you may not have as much time with them as you would like, but let's face it, we never have as much time with our pets as we would like.
Right when Rosie came to us, I think she was very unsure of, what is she doing here? Is she going to stay here? So it's not like she was really standoffish, but she did kind of keep to her own a little bit.
A big plus to adopting a senior is they almost always are perfectly behaved. They're not chewing things up. They don't have accidents in the house. They just want to spend time with you. It's a big plus.
From Rosie and I, thank you, AGK.
There are hundreds of golden retrievers on the streets and living in the forest in Turkey. They, at one point in time, were a status symbol, and the people there purchased purebred dogs and took them into their homes, but quickly realized that golden retrievers are big dogs and are hairy and messy, and they were not prepared for what actually taking care of a large breed animal entailed, so they spay and neuter them and put them on the streets. That is true rescue. These are dogs that absolutely have no hope. It's just very expensive, and so we have to raise that money separately in order to continue to do those missions. But it is a very important as far as saving purebred golden retrievers that are truly in need.
Hi, I'm Linda, and my husband Farron and I are Gatlin's foster parents. We were so excited to go and meet him at Maryville Small Animal Hospital. He seemed to take to me right away, and he was not a shy dog. He smelled really bad when we met him, and he had sores on his body near his tail. He had a sore on his leg, and we noticed that his right leg was shorter than the other one. He had terrible, terrible ear infections in both ears. So we went to the vet several times over the next couple of months between getting his ears packed and trying to get them healed up. That took quite some time.
I'm Dr. Leanne Blackford, and I'm the owner here at Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral. Gatlin had a very interesting gait, and on physical exam, on the outside of the leg, there was an open wound.
It was quite a while before we could actually get him out and let him just run in the yard. So he was very excited, took him out in the yard and just took the leash off and let him run, and he had so much fun just running through the yard and being free for the first time since we had gotten him.
My name is Farron, and Linda and I are the new adopters of Reagan. Well, it was an exciting time for us. We had fully adopted Reagan, and we have a sidewalk behind our house that goes down to a gazebo, and the grandchildren just absolutely have a great time walking the dog down to the gazebo and back, and playing and throwing the ball and that kind of thing. And so we would like to thank AGK for their responding to us when we reached out and suggesting the turkey dog program as well. We're blessed to have Reagan now, and everything's settled in, and we just have a wonderful life with our new dog. From our dog and us, thank you, AGK.
Simba came to us through an owner release. The intake team said it was a very, very, very emotional time for the people that gave us Simba. He came to us with his tag on his collar. On the back they had engraved "Get Well Soon."
Hi, I'm Catherine. I am the foster for Simba through Adopt a Golden. So we've had Simba now since July. Every now and then you'll see him have a little whimper, but he is just the most stoic, sweet dog. He tries so hard not to show his pain.
When Simba came to us, we knew his hips were bad, but we also found out that his elbows were bad.
He ended up with such severe joints that he wasn't going to live a full life. He already couldn't get around. He limped before the surgery. He couldn't get up on his own. We had to help him up.
And from there, we consulted with Dr. Blackford.
Simba had several medical issues. He had bilateral hip dysplasia, which means his hips were loose. He also had fragmented medial coronoid process in his elbows, where a piece of bone breaks loose.
We've been helping him go through all of his surgeries and helping him with the recovery. Unfortunately, his hip and elbow dysplasia are due to genetics. I mean, considering he has been in constant pain since the time that he was very young, he has just been the happiest, sweetest dog.
Simba had his first hip surgery in August of 2017, and he had his left hip done in September of 2017. Once he was healed from that, we tried to go in and start working on his elbows. And we did a surgery on his right elbow in October of 2017. And so we're still working with him, trying to get that to heal and trying to get him to walking better. Simba was really a challenging case because his hip was out so far. We changed the bones and put plates in there, and also had to tie the hip in place.
I'm Rashad. Catherine and I are proud adopters of Chester, and we're so thrilled that he's part of our family. One of the hips had to be done again. He actually went up to Ohio State for that hip replacement, and that kind of completed his surgical history. So he's officially part of the family. He's done really well. Now it's just kind of road to recovery, and he's doing great in terms of healing, and he can't wait to kind of just get out of the crate and be able to play with the other dogs. Well, we, and especially Chester, want to thank Adopt a Golden and the great people that they have working there. They've been so close in this whole process and given us all the resources that we need to get him the treatment that he needs and just the support kind of along this whole way. Chester thanks everyone there with all his heart.